my most anticipated movie of 2015. Keeping an eye on this project for 2 or 3 years. Actually 3 years. Of following its production of this movie. Which I apparently saw last night, and here to give you my opinion of Avengers Age of Ultron. Now let's get to the review. Avengers Age of Ultron is a great movie, no doubt about it. It's easily the best film of this year, better than Fast and Furious 7, you faggots. No insult to you guys. This was actually looking forward to, and what things do I like about this movie? Why I keep saying it's great. Ultron I actually liked. I felt like, remember in my last review, I actually said Loki, I felt like he's a good villain, but in Battle for New York, I actually felt like he's wimp by going to those ships. That was actual thing I actually went with honesty. But with Ultron, I actually see him fight. He fight Iron Man. He made everyone fight him. That's what Loki should have done. Have a go with everyone else. When he sees him, fight them. So he can give his army all the time he needs before that person can get to them. But Ultron smashes Loki out of the park, but I felt like Ultron should have been a little bit threatening than it was shown on screen, but he's a charming villain, and it's voiced by James Spader. What else do you expect? But I like his swoosh personality they gave him. Instead of just a generic personality going, I will destroy the world! Like that type of thing. Next thing I liked. The cast of characters are still great as the first movie. Most people complained about the chemistry, that it's not the same as the first, and that's the magic of the first. No need to complain about the chemistry. And hold it there, because I actually wrote this on Facebook, so excuse me, I will turn it off once I actually memorize, because I had to run all of my pros. Alright. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are great additions. I actually like them in this movie. And the most thing I didn't like is I'm not going to do that pouty face. But you may like to see the film yourself. You may go, nah. And the chemistry is still great as the first. But the magic's not there, but it's still good. What else did I like? The pacing is great. I actually felt like this movie's pretty fast and slows down when it needs to. And I better talk about this. This may be a little bit of minor spoilers just for you, but for us who knew about it before it came out, the Vision is, when he comes onto the film, I went, shit just got real. That type of personality I throw at. And I'm pretty pleased that they actually got the milestone thing over and done with. And most Marvel fans who's been keeping track of the movies already knew that the Mind Gem is the one in Loki's scepter. I knew about it. That's only because, what else? Soundtrack was okay. I wanted to get that big Avengers theme that was in the first one. But it only came in the end credits, which I would have loved it. For that moment in the trailer, that's the good time to turn on. And then Ultron just going and all that. Hawkeye has more things to do in this movie. Like, he's not there just to show off like in the first Avengers. No, he actually gets a little character development. We actually see his family for the first time. And at least he didn't die in this movie. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I know, calm down. I actually liked Hawkeye. I never one of those guys who keeps complaining that he's there just to show off and... Sorry. I better come to this quickly because I actually posted that bit in Facebook. I laughed. This is the best comedy movie for me that I actually laughed at a Marvel movie. And just to be quite honest, I didn't really laugh at the previous ones. Like Guardians, I only laughed once because of the Kevin Bacon reference. The others, I just have a stone face. Like I before seeing those two movies, if you figure out what it is, post it in the comments. Yeah, and the other Marvel movies, other Marvel movies just made me stone face. And the reason I watch those movies is because of the stories they create, not the humor. I used to be that kid that always watches the story and visuals on my face. But it's not the case here now. Theming is great. Like, they made sure it's dark in some moments and light in some moments. And the action is great, of course. And the visual effects on Ultron look fabulous. Same as the Vision. I'm actually pleased with how they designed him, just to make sure he looks like the modern day version of him. Anything else I'm going to talk about? Is this a 5 out of 5 movie? No, unfortunately. This is not the first 5 out of 5 movie, unfortunately. Here's one major con that could have made the movie a little bit better, but it's only a nitpick. If I nitpick anything, my score goes down. See? The nitpick is, the tension's not really that high enough. And I never really felt like the character's gonna die or anything. I just felt like they're gonna win. They never made one moment they look like they're gonna die. Yeah, that's where I leave you off, and I give this 4.5 out of 5. An excellent movie and a must-see. Support this film as best as possible to show Hollywood that we need great superhero sequels. It's not as great as the first one, but it's definitely a tiebreaker for my favorite superhero movie of all time. And I will see you guys in the next Angry Reviews, because I actually got something for you. Back to my absence reviews.